so I guess we should start back up. I'm still John Tabin. I'm still joined by Antlers.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this game, too, here. And the loser's remorse flag is dungeon numbers are going to be displayed.
Yes, if they do get Shapes Dungeons again, they will at least know what level they're in. So JSR picked that as Captain Green won the first race. Pretty exciting one.
So it shouldn't be too much different from last time in that regard, because last time the dungeons were displayed as well, and it was Shapes also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have a countdown in the IRC, and we're about to get racing here. Maybe. Here we go, and we have an East Hyrule start right by the coast.
We have a lot of Triforce pieces. We got the bow again, and the power bracelet this time, and we have levels 1 and 3 Triforces that depend on the dungeon quests. Either. It's either first quest or Shapes 3 or second quest 2, and the others are either 5 and 7 or 4 and 8. I think I have that right.
And I apologize, John, but I will be right back in just a moment.
No problem. And I guess we saw a boomerang on the coast, did we? I missed it. So we're gonna check Armos right away, and we got level 7 under the Armos in the forest right away. Let's JSR dips out immediately. Captain Green actually gonna peek in, just see if it's see if a bomb hole pirouette's open. It does not, so not much you can do with a bow and no arrows and nothing else. So, oh. Captain Green heading to check this screen, which is important. The screen he's trying to get to is important for telling what the overworld quest is, but these Lionels are not being cooperative in terms of getting there without without any offense, so he's going to take a pass on it for now. JSR goes back to the cave that had the sword in last seed. This time it's level 8. Captain Green finds level 9. It's up in the cave near Vanilla 5. And JSR gets his sword. Sword is in the Vanilla location this time. So yeah, we got first quest and or Shapes for the back half based on that 9 entry. So so the level 7 Triforce is the one on the right half of the triangle that they have. Once we get a look at the smaller dungeons, we'll know what the other 2 Triforces they started with are. And yeah, we did see a candle in that wood sword cave, so extra candles are on. They'll be able to get a free candle from a take any when they find it. Yep, and we have first quest level 1, which means that 3 and 5 are the Triforces we have. No second quest dungeons to mess up our tracking today. JSR grabs the Triforce out of level 1, which was already in his inventory, but I guess he didn't want to spend a key to explore further, so... Oh, he's going back in, so... see which way he goes. Captain Green in level 1 now. So we know we got a quick Triforce in here. Keys are funny in level 1. It usually drops a lot of keys, but depending on how the randomizer shifts things around, sometimes it can be tough to find them, but we're finding them on the floor. So... basically, the key door is forcing them to go in forcing which direction they decide to go in here. Got a heart on the floor. Did we see a boss go down quick? And a heart in the basement, too. Now, we did see a boomerang on the coast, so that doesn't 100% mean there's heart shuffle, but that's dungeon heart shuffle, that is, so it could just be the ladder heart happened to be in the first basement they checked, but but it certainly raises the possibility of it. And we got a any key on the floor. Oh, was the white sword item a heart? I missed that.
So sorry about that. I am back, everyone.
Welcome back. So we've got first quest dungeons, either first quest for 1 through 6, either first quest or shapes for 7 through 9. We got an any key on the floor in 1, which JSR has picked up. And we got 4 Triforces to find.
Looks like we haven't found a lot of items yet, so no B item slot at the moment for either runner.
Yeah, this one's interesting because it gives you the any key if you're willing to spend all the keys to get to it. So we'll see if Captain Green makes it in. And we got a first quest overworld again. Captain Green was trying to get to that screen, and the Lionels would not let him before he had the sword. So so JSR knows first quest overworld. I don't think Captain Green's confirmed that because of what happened when he tried to check that screen.
And these land mole is not playing nice. Finally get out of the way for Captain Green's. JSR takes a death on the Armos 30 screen. Heart container in reverse C for Captain Green. Don't know if we've seen that yet.
Yeah, JSR saw 2 hearts and any key in 1. So
JSR is completely done with 1 then.
Yeah.
There's the any key for Captain Green.
He's done with 1 as well. He could go in to grab the Triforce, but why even bother? It's just 2 hearts. He already started with it. So We do know extra candles are on, but we haven't seen one other than the one in the Wood Sword Cave, so neither of them have the ability to check burn spots right now. So JSR trying to farm for a bomb. Gets it.
Here's level 6 for Captain Green at Vanilla 3. He's going to leave that for now.
That's interesting, because that is a Triforce they need, but it's also kind of a big dungeon with not necessarily a big payoff, so...
Yeah, and level 3 for JSR at Monocle Rock. That is not a Triforce he needs, but it looks like he's going to go in.
Yeah, we've seen one, we've seen 3, and we've seen, I think we saw 7 at the Armos 10, so...
There's a candle there for Captain Green. And meanwhile, JSR enters and exits several times from 3 before ultimately deciding to leave it for now. He finds a 100 secret at the Vanilla 30 secret in the Lost Hills.
Yes, Drew. The remorse flag was JSR turned off hidden dungeon numbers, so there was no chance of it being level question mark when they walked into levels.
And meanwhile, JSR finds a candle shop with the vanilla candle price of 60 rupees, and chooses to buy one versus taking a take-any like Captain Green. So we'll see if that comes into play as far as rupee count and as far as hearts and potions down the road.
Looks like the money and shop prices are vanilla.
Captain Green finds a 100 secret in the Deadwoods. I'm guessing JSR, if he's been to this area, he's probably seen that 100 secret based on how many rupees he had before he decided to buy those arrows and the candle.
Yeah, and yeah, because those Lionels wouldn't let Captain Green get to the level 2 screen, he's still checking second quest spots, which is going to slow him down just a little bit. So Captain Green's going to find, when he routes over to the Armos in a few screens, he's going to find the power bracelet that they already started with, which JSR got to earlier. And he'll also find level 8 over there, and unlike JSR, he has a sword, so he might go in there. Nice count. Nice force by Captain Green. He took an intentional bot from the Octorok right after he earlier, and he held that count for a while in order to set that up. So pretty nice play.
Meanwhile, Captain Green. Yep. Sorry.
Captain Green going ahead and buying wood arrows, which we just saw JSR do. So both of them have the ability to use the bow they started with.
That's going to be a nice offensive upgrade for both of them. Meanwhile, JSR finds the white sword item at its, not at its vanilla location, at vanilla level 5.
Yeah. And I think Captain Green had already seen that, which is, I missed it, but they said in chat that white sword item was heart, so that's how we knew heart shovel. Captain Green sees the power bracelet, doesn't even bother to pick it up because he already has it, and here's level 8.
He does find level 8. This could be first quest. This actually kind of looks like first quest based on the entrance and where they can go from the entrance.
Quick compass.
Yeah, if he can go left twice here and nowhere else, I'm gonna go ahead and call this for first quest.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way.
Yeah, I'm saying first quest on this. That is my call.
That is an interesting choice not to clear that Stalfos room. Wait.
And another ladder block. This time we know that we'll have to get the ladder before.
Yeah, we're not getting to 9 without the ladder for sure. So,
but that's a nice little troll after last seed. I approve of that. And we find level 5 here.
Oh, Magic Friend saying in chat, one of the Stalfos had a key, and I didn't see it. That's why you didn't clear that room. So,
yeah, it was inside one of the Stalfos.
Yeah, there can't be a drop if one of the enemies is carrying it.
Immediate floor heart in that pointless moat room in level 5. That makes things a little bit easier in this dig for Captain Green. All he's going to have to do is clear rooms that could be staircase room, or that have shutter doors that he has to clear to progress.
Yeah.
JSR working his way through the forest with his new shiny candle. And there is a possible dig dogger block. There's probably a workaround for that. If not, it only blocks one room, but wouldn't that be something? If that one room had the ladder.
Yeah, I guess having seen that ladder is required for 8, so that means that 5 items, including the heart, and 8 are already out of the shuffle in terms of places the ladder could be. So...
yeah, I have a feeling if he hadn't seen that ladder block in 8, he probably wouldn't be digging this 5 right now.
Right, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, with that knowledge, it makes more sense. And there's level 4 for JSR. This is a required Triforce dungeon. Here's an immediate staircase. This is going to be an item for JSR. Choosing to clear these land while he's inside. There's a red candle. I'm sure he's not extremely happy to see that, but it is a quick item. Didn't have to invest a whole lot to get that. He's out. He's going back in. He's just pirouetting.
Yeah. Yeah, and he knew if he'd sussed out that we're dealing with first quest shapes for level 4, he knew that hole was going to pirouette.
Yeah, and it definitely appears that he has, because he immediately bombed that wall exactly to the right.
Yeah, so he knows.
Captain Green gonna go ahead and take this corridor staircase, see where it leads. It does lead up to the top here.
And yeah, we have confirmed that from what we didn't see the map in 8, but everything we saw was consistent with the level 8 map. It would be surprising if it were a random shape that wasn't. But
yeah, so, that'd be a pretty massive coincidence.
So it looks like straight. It looks like all first quest dungeons.
Yeah, we go from all shapes to all first quest.
Yeah.
Captain Green not getting a lot of help here from bomb walls. This NSU room is not all that fun without a ladder.
The red candle was in the basement in 4 that JSR just got.
Captain Green with some nice arrow use there. And here's the staircase item for Captain Green in 5. Will it be worth
JSR sees a heart on the floor in 4, and he can't get it, but it does tell him that all he needs out of here is the Triforce now. And Captain Green gets the recorder out of
He's
level
gonna
5.
Yeah, and JSR finds the Triforce. Captain Green gonna immediately use this recorder. It looks like it is vanilla beaten dungeons. Yes, it is vanilla completed dungeons that the recorder is taking us to. Not all that helpful for Captain Green, unfortunately.
Yeah, both these races we've gotten a relatively early recorder, and neither of them have the recorder flags rolled super helpful, but...
Yeah. Yeah, the recorder is a nice find until it isn't.
It will tell them where level 3 is, which neither of them has seen, I don't think. Or maybe one of them did, I don't know.
Yeah, JSR did find level 3. It was at Monocle Rock.
Oh, that's right. So if Captain Green wants to find level 3, he can whistle right there now. But other than that,
Captain Green trying these recorder spots. Meanwhile, he is going to let that recorder
it's vanilla, so that it won't even do that. I was wrong. Yeah. It's not new dungeon, so yeah, it's not going to do much for him at all.
And JSR is back in level 6.
Well, he can use the level 3 Triforce to warp directly to level 6, just by coincidence.
That is true. Did JSR push that block?
He did not. I would have tried it.
He might just be clearing this one room.
Yeah, because of the shape of 6, you're going to go back through that room anyway.
Yeah.
If he doesn't up A right now. Go back down. Push the block. Go on.
Huh. Maybe he's confused as to the shape of it?
Yeah.
But I feel like he knows already.
There you go. Just a transport. He's choosing to take it.
And it goes all the way to the complete opposite side of the dungeon. This is as far away as you could possibly be from the room that he took that staircase in.
And Captain Green doing exactly what our brilliant commentary team foresaw. And whistling to 6.
Yeah. He's going to be a little bit behind JSR. Let's see if he takes the staircase as well, or if he chooses to pass and just go up the left column.
Well, he dipped into the staircase before my screen just froze.
Same with mine.
Oh, good. So. It's not just me. Alright, it's back. Yeah, tell us in chat if we're out of sync now and we can reload. Otherwise, I'll just keep going.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try and reload because mine's still frozen.
So, yeah, I guess apparently it messed up for everyone. Yeah, so if you can't hear my voice, restart the stream. Wait a second. Anyway.
Yeah, so I reloaded and it's fine, so hopefully that should fix the issue for most people. Here's the staircase item for JSR. It is a heart container, so nothing important.
Heart in the basement in 6 for JSR.
So we have more vanilla hints here. I'm sure that's already been.
Yeah, there are vanilla hints. So the thing that I'm worried about is they're shuffling fairly far from their vanilla locations. Like the waterfall hint is from vanilla level 3, and I think we saw one from 8 too, so I don't know if there's anything we can infer about that, about like the location of the bomb upgrades or anything. It's just interesting.
It looks like JSR is committing to finding this floor item in 6. He knows where the Triforce is, but he's going to go and continue to dig rooms. Let's see if that is the same thing that Captain Green does, or if Captain Green decides to take the Triforce and run. Unfortunately, those Vyres have rolled up in HP. They are not going to go down in one bomb hit, so they're not going to be able to be farmed for bombs. JSR with a tough Land Molar in there gets one down, and it looks like Captain Green is going to do the same thing. He's going to commit to digging this for the floor item. has JSR seen that the ladder is required yet?
I don't think he has. I'm gonna refresh because I'm a couple rooms behind you. Hang on.
Yeah, no problem. Lucky for JSR, he has that red candle. That made that room a lot easier with the blue land molas and the circle note. Going back to clear these 3 Didongos here. Gets a fairy. Gets another fairy. That's not what he was looking for. He was on a 16 count there. And there's bombs from the vertical moat room. That means that we are ladder blocked from the floor item in here in all likelihood, because that was the one room that we could not get to up in the top right section. It was blocked by another vertical note. So JSR is going to go ahead and pick up this Triforce, I would suspect. Except we haven't been over to where you would normally go to the right in this dungeon. We haven't seen these few rooms over here. But if this isn't it, we're probably ladder blocked. And Captain Green's in the same room right now. Just bombs in that room. That's not going to be a push block there with the dark room as it is. This could be an item. It's just rupees. We are running low on possibilities for the floor item here in level 6. At this point, with what we've seen from Captain Green and JSR collectively, I'm pretty sure it has to be in that far right column in either the room you come out of in the vanilla first quest staircase, or the room right below it with the Vires and the key. And I'm pretty sure it's ladder blocked to get over there, because both of them saw that circle note that you couldn't pass without the ladder. Yeah, so both of them kind of coming to that realization at this point. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to grab the Triforce and get out. At least it's looking like that's what JSR is going to do. Let's see what Captain Green ends up doing. He's got to contend with these land molas, and they are surrounding him at half a heart. He's using a lot of bombs trying to do this, and they are not very cooperative with bombs, unfortunately. And he finally gets one down. He's going to be able to go ahead and respawn the room without any of the land molas alive.
And get some bombs back for his trouble, which is...
Yeah, exactly. And JSR does dip out. Captain Green's got to be really careful here on a half a heart. He's going to go up, he's going to be in a tier room, and he's going to be disappointed here.
Yeah. Captain Green, it's an option in the randomizer. Someone asked me in chat why Captain Green says realm and the other says level. It's an option in the randomizer to customize that and some other stuff that doesn't affect gameplay, like the sprite that you play with or the color of Link's tunic. Like you see JSR using a non-standard Link color, and actually so is Captain Green. It's more subtle, but his tunic is dungeon green instead of Link's regular green, and the level numbers are one of the things you can change. You can either set it to random, or you can set it to a specific one of a few options, or you can just leave it on level.
And so JSR with the 1 Triforce lead, and he actually hadn't found that 100 rupee secret in the Deadwoods earlier, so he's back up to 203 rupees. Captain Green with a much more modest 65. So let's see where Captain Green decides to dig next. I think he's still got a little bit of this middle section of Hyrule left, whereas JSR has a lot of Death Mountain and the Grave area. Mm-hmm. Captain Green, I don't think, has done Death Mountain, but he's done all of the Grave area, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, in both of these races, Captain Green has gotten to the west first. I think that's the quirk of how they route.
Captain Green get a nice little damage boost there. He goes with the potion. Don't blame him there. He's already got his white sword item, or he knows what it is, and he knows he has enough hearts to pick it up if he wants.
Well, yeah, and it's a heart, so yeah. Might pick it up if he's just right there, but I'm not gonna go out of his way for it.
Meanwhile, JSR finds us level 8. He's about to get the bad news, and I'm sure that I'm sure that the reaction is going to be really calm from JSR when he sees this ladder block. Not going to bring up anything that might have happened about 30 minutes ago. Meanwhile, Captain Green checking Forgotten Spot, just finding a potion shop. There's a compass for JSR that Captain Green had found previously. And there's the bad news for JSR. Immediate up A. So we got both players in Death Mountain right now. Kind of converging here a little bit. JSR just a couple screens behind Captain Green. So I don't believe... Have we found level 2 yet? I think that's the only dungeon that we have outstanding at this point. Other than possibly level 9. I don't know that we've seen level 9.
At least one of them's seen level 9. I already forgotten who.
Okay, so... Yeah, I know we haven't seen level 2, I'm pretty sure, but... Other than that, I think that's it. JSR in this level 5, he's gonna get the bad news. Captain Green got earlier that nothing all that useful in level 5. He's gonna maybe be happy for a moment when he finds a recorder, but not for long, unfortunately.
Yeah. And Captain Green has just enough bombs to complete this first quest, West Death Mountain. Starting a count, bops into an Octorok, but there aren't that many enemies. So.
There's level 2
there's level 2
up in West Death Mountain, and you start down at the bottom left of level 2. Captain Green maybe gonna pirouette this open? Yeah, he's pirouetting this top of the dungeon open, so this will be interesting. Let's see what we find here on the floor. If we don't have ladder here, we'll probably have to go back to 3 or 7. So I think that's all we have left at this point, other than 2.
Yeah. Yeah, 7 is, it's very close to their start location, but also very unappealing to dig, because it's big and they already have the Triforce, but... So, that's probably where it is, but... maybe the ladder's on the floor in 2 here, we'll see. Oh,
there it is!
Captain Green setting the ladder on fire. It has given them so much grief in this series.
So Captain Green, I would imagine he's gonna be going into Triforce and Go mode at this point. I doubt, especially without the red ring, he's gonna be digging silvers, kind of in the same vein as how he played last seed. He's gonna be going for level 9 early and often.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Captain Green, we've got some dark nuts in this dungeon, which is not exactly what you want to see in a level 2 with wood sword.
Also got some dark rooms, which you can skip because you know that they can't drop a Triforce.
Yeah, it's if it's easy enemies though, sometimes I'll clear them just because it could be the compass. But yeah, if it's tough enemies, I'll usually skip right over 'em. JSR gets his recorder. Let's see if he continues on this Death Mountain or if he starts blowing the recorder. That would be unfortunate if he started using the recorder and it took him away from level 2, because he's right there, he's 2 screens away, but it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah, the reason Dark Rooms can't drop a Triforce is there's a glitch with the Triforce animation in a Dark Room, so Fred fixed that by just making it. And the same with dungeon items; they can't be in Dark Rooms, so you can skip them even in hard shovel, unless you're digging for keys or bombs or the compass.
Captain Green is killing a Dig Dogger right now. It does not drop the Triforce, so that's not a required recorder yet, at least. There's the blue boomerang, so that's the knowledge of the other item in 2. We're gonna have possibly a vanilla Triforce room, either that or it's gonna be in the boss room. Captain Green making good use of these arrows here. JSR is making his way back up to Death Mountain, it looks like. A compass 1 room away from it.
Compass telling you that the Triforce is in fact in the 1 room that you haven't cleared by the time you've gotten to the compass room.
Always useful. Alright, so I'm thinking it's pretty obvious that the Red Ring and Silvers are both going to be in level 7. The seed, and Ganon's going to be required.
That's not that would be a million IQ play to gamble on that and win, but I think you go to 9 first before concluding that.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like Captain Green is burning the forest. I guess I don't think Captain Green has seen level 4. He does play the money-making game, does not win, only gets penalized 10 rupees for it.
I'm trying to remember where 4 was. The seeds are starting to run together, which is why I don't like playing back-to-back games. But
yeah, I remember JSR found the stair item very quickly.
This was 4. Yeah, I was about to say, is he about to find 4 on the southern coast, or was that last seed? No. But yeah. So, Captain Green gets his red candle. He picks it up because he earned it, and
yeah, JSR finds his ladder. So this race is still very close. Captain Green's got to do this level 4. JSR's got to do this level 2, and they'll both be making a beeline to 8, I would assume.
Yeah, I think whoever picks up the Triforce first has the lead. Maybe JSR might have a slight lead just because he's a little bit closer. If they pick up the Triforce at the same time, but
however, JSR is gonna probably clear this entire dungeon.
Right, because the Triforce is all the way. It's all the way at the top, so
I don't think the Triforce was that deep in
4. Yeah,
4.
Yeah, that's a good point. So good chance Captain Green's gonna get to 9, not too far behind JSR.
Captain Green trying to deal with these blue land molas. They're not cooperating all that well, as is true.
Seeding was random, so not really. There is, but we just spun a wheel. So that's why you see these 2 top players already in the in an elimination match because, you know, they had tough matches early on.
Yeah, definitely the seeds did not necessarily reflect the actual, you know, what the seeding would have been.
Yeah.
For a lot of players, for sure. Captain Green, very brave there, sword stabbing through that like. He's gonna get a heart out of this room, a heart container. Lucky for him, since he was down to 1 heart. It's very reassuring for him, I'm sure. And there's the Triforce for Captain Green. So this is going to be very, very close. As JSR, like you said, is a little closer on the overworld to level 8, whereas Captain Green gets the Triforce a little bit earlier. It's gonna be a dead heat.
Yeah, they might be in 9 simultaneously.
And JSR does pick up the blue boomerang, whereas Captain Green chose to ignore it. Yeah, meanwhile, so Captain Green's gonna have just a slight lead into 8. Very, very slight lead into 8. And he knows exactly where the Triforce is. Both of them do. So it's gonna be a mad dash into level 9. JSR gets his Triforce out of 2, so he'll be right behind Captain Green. And what do we have in the Triforce room? It's a Dig Dogger, so Recorder is required this seed. Good thing for both of them that they found it.
And that's right, they both got the compass on an earlier dip to 8, so JSR is not going to take any longer to get to that Triforce than Captain Green did, so...
Yeah, the good news for JSR's bomb count is at 7, Captain Green's is at 2, so he's looking a little bit healthier on bombs, although he'll probably come out of this with no more than 5, because he's going to have to bomb twice to get to this Triforce. 3 times, actually, it looks like. Yeah, he bombed the left wall, whereas it's the top wall that he wants to bomb.
Probably why he's...
And meanwhile, Captain Green is actually buying a couple bomb packs, so his bomb count is going to be back up to full here. JSR taking the time to check that push block for a possible item. Does not get it. But, you know, if you're going through that room and you think you might get an offensive upgrade, you might as well check. JSR going to be very careful here. Nice red candle strats to take out those Dig Doggers, and he grabs his Triforce. He's going to be headed to level 9 as well.
Immediate Ganon roar.
Immediate Ganon roar and immediate Ganon.
In fact, you can't get anywhere in this level without going through Ganon, can you?
It looks like no.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been fun. Yeah. That would have been very fun if you could not get through there without killing Ganon.
Yeah, fortunately for JSR, he's picking up some bombs on the way in there, because last thing you want to do is walk in there with no silver arrows and no bombs.
Yeah, that would have been probably right back into level 8, I would assume, had that completely blocked.
Yeah, and that's why JSR took the time to check that push block, because if the silvers aren't 9, 8's the next most likely place. But with 50-50 forced red ring, silvers and 9, what are the odds silvers aren't gonna be in 9 2 seeds in a row?
Yeah, pretty unlikely at this point with everything we found. 7 and 8, I think, are the only items we have left on the table. Other than 9, obviously. JSR finds his Instapig. He's gonna go ahead and bomb through. If he doesn't die first, he took a Hyrule Driver. Okay, there we go. And one thing to note, Ganon was in his vanilla room, so that means Zelda is almost assuredly going to be in her vanilla room.
Yeah, probably.
I say almost because it's a very, very slight
We've already
possibility
seen one race in this tournament where one of them was vanilla and one of them wasn't. But there is a flag that forces them both into their vanilla room, and if Zelda is in her vanilla room, you can only enter from the south because there are unbombable walls on 3 sides of her. So there will be either a door or a bomb hole to the south, or a shutter that doesn't open until you kill Ganon if Ganon's required. So,
Captain Green taking a lot of damage in that NSU room.
So you will see. So because of that flag, you will see runners sort of favoring exploring northward, hoping to find an entrance to Zelda that way.
Meanwhile, JSR takes that staircase that Captain Green ignored earlier. He's in a completely different section of the dungeon. He's in the northwest, whereas Captain Green is in the northeast. This is an interesting divergence. Captain Green doing a nice job with this wood sword. This is a beefy Patra here. This Patra definitely rolled up.
Yeah, I haven't noticed what the enemy HP rolls have been. I think someone's... But the Patra satellites count as quote-unquote regular enemies, so if it's like ±2 or ±4 for Ligurias and so forth, the Patra satellites will too, even if like the bosses or something else. Only the middle counts as a boss for that purpose.
Yeah, Captain Green takes a hit, takes an immediate potion after taking that hit. JSR finds a staircase. It's just a transport. He's going to go ahead and take the transport without checking that northbound door. He does find a shutter door, a single shutter door, into the north. And it does open up for him. And it's the same room that Captain Green was just in, the Patra.
Yeah, based on these.
JSR
Yeah, based on these Gurias, I'm definitely thinking they're at ±4, and a lot of things are rolling up.
Yeah, the Patras certainly did. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
JSR found this nasty NSU room here that Captain Green was in earlier. Meanwhile, Captain Green is over in the section that JSR found earlier. That northbound room, or door out of that diamond staircase, was nothing. So that's good that JSR did not miss anything with that. Got a single shutter door to the north on JSR's side.
Opens. Nope.
I don't think Captain Green was ever this far northeast. Oh.
Yeah, Jake over making a point in chat. If they take the same route, that favors Captain Green just because he's been here longer. So if you're a JSR fan, you want their routes to diverge for him to have a chance of finding something that Captain Green hasn't.
Yeah, the one exception being that if if JSR is slightly ahead of Captain Green on the exact same route. But yeah, diverging paths definitely favor Captain Green generally.
And if you're a fan of Game 3, then root for JSR. Oops.
Oh man,
that is
Ganon playing defense there.
Yeah, that is kind of obnoxious. You take a death, you have to go through this invisible enemy, and JSR finds the red ring. That will make
its vanilla room.
So that makes it less likely that he'll die, and he'll be able to body Ganon if he has to. So
that's a big find for JSR, because some of these rooms are just straight up nasty. And yeah,
it is a 0 HP
red ring in
its
yep. Red ring in its vanilla room is a nice find for JSR. It's probably going to be a while before Captain Green gets back up there, because he's been in that general area but hasn't made it all the way up there.
And yes, that it makes it even more likely than it already was that silver arrows are here somewhere. So if Ganon is required, they'll be able to kill him. I mean,
yeah, these staircases are not doing much for them. They need to get to the southwest, I feel. That's the big area. The southwest and the south middle are the big unexplored areas thus far that we need to get to, I feel.
We're in the same room.
JSR going to commit to these blue Wizrobes with this red ring. This could be a big play for him.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in Captain Green's with green tunic and heart and a half, obviously you're not going to do what JSR is doing now. So if the staircase is something important.
Very nice Wizrobe combat, by the way, for JSR. He makes short work of those blue Wizrobes with the Wood Sword. That is not an easy task, even with the red ring, to clear him that fast and taking that little damage. We have staircases all over the place here, but none of them taking us to new territory, really.
Yeah, I mean, given that Ganon location, you might need to get through a shutter just to... Well, maybe not. They've been on the roads around it.
And here's new territory for JSR. This is the southwest. Meanwhile, Captain Green takes a potion. Gonna be worth it because he's gonna find his red ring here. Meanwhile, JSR is in unexplored territory.
Timely clock for Captain Green.
Yeah, very nice clock.
Gives a free path to the red ring here.
And here's the silvers.
Silvers.
Now that's interesting because there is a shutter door directly north of Ganon.
Yeah.
So what does he decide to do here?
They might have already been in that room north of Ganon, though. I'm not positive about that.
I don't know. I think maybe there were a few rooms north of Ganon where they haven't been able to reach. I could be wrong, but
yeah, I thought I saw someone's map and he'd been in the rooms around Ganon. But oh no, you're right. He wasn't.
JSR hasn't.
He wasn't.
Yeah, I'll have to see Captain Green's screen, but JSR hasn't been.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Captain Green has been. So Captain Green has been. He was just north of Ganon.
Okay. So yeah, JSR's he's gonna at least check some more territory over here before he obeys and goes back to kill Ganon, because they don't know where Zelda is. They don't even know if Ganon's required. So
when that one bomb is a miss, there is a room with an open door to the left.
JSR's at 0 bombs, so killing Ganon is the obvious play right now.
Yeah.
But
Oh, there's a compass for Captain Green, and
He
she's
is
in the
south-
left column.
He's a few rooms south of Zelda. Is Ganon required?
JSR needs Ganon to be required here. Maybe.
Or for there
Unless
just
it's a magic
not be a
kit.
bad turn?
No, there's a key room. There's a key room in that room, one north of where Captain Green is. I remember that.
Yeah, there has to be, yeah.
Yes.
God, your memory's good. No wonder you're good at this game. Does the shutter... The shutter does not open. It's going to
doesn't
open
open
when
right
he clears
away.
his room. He gets the clock. Captain Green has it.
Oh, and JSR has opened that door too. He's opened it with his key, or with his any key. He just never went back to it, and it opens anyway. Get your GGs out for Captain Green. He is your winner.
SRL time 54:42.
Oh man, feels bad for JSR because he was he literally opened that door and never came back to it.
If Ganon's required, I think JSR wins this. Because he had the silvers. And Captain Green would have had to go find those.
Yeah, I mean, it would have made it a lot closer, but that shutter door made me think that it was going to be required. Like, most of the times you see that shutter door and you think it's going to be required, but wow. And we do have a forfeit from JSR. Get your GGs out in chat for JSR. Played a very good series here, but at the end, luck was just on Captain Green's side.
And we are joined now by Captain Green. GG, sir.
Thank you, John.
So quick reactions on these two seeds. I mean, you can talk about the first one first. I noticed you burned the ladder. Obviously, it was that trolled you pretty hard in the first one. So
It sucked both seeds for me, kind of. But
yeah.
GG, JSR.
GG, man. Hey,
Yeah.
JSR, GG.
Yeah, I mean, JSR had the silver arrows in that second race, so if that shutter doesn't open for you, then you were behind, because he had already killed Ganon, but...
oh, yeah, for sure. And
Yeah, and it was a great couple races by both of you for sure. It ended up coming down to just a bit of luck both times, because you're both so close. JSR, man, I hate to have to be the bearer of bad news, but do you remember when you opened that key door up in the northwest?
Up in right to the staircase, I'm guessing. Yeah,
Very far in the northwest. You opened a key door and then you went north, just so you would see the open path up to the left column. If you had gone in that key, like through that key door, that was where Zelda was, just north of that. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it came down to luck. Like, I mean, that's the plays that you got to make, because like obviously you want to go north before you go laterally. So.
Mm-hmm.
And I see you've pulled up Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for a nice non-infuriating.
Nothing.
Go ahead.
Nothing can be as trolly as that level 9 in that last seed. But I mean, you know, that just it's random, and going up against somebody like Captain Green, you have to be willing to make gambles like that. You know, I mean, I was able to kill Ganon, get a compass, and find Zelda's room, and all that. You know, 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, I finished right there, and it just didn't work out this time, and that's random, and that's why we race this, because you never know. You know, you never know what's going to be around the corner, and the race is never over until it's legitimately over, and that's what's so exciting about it.
Yeah, both seeds were very well played by both of you. It just came down to, like, that was the first seed was kind of just an outlier as far as how trolly it was. The second seed, it just kind of came down to luck with Captain Green finding that compass and getting the directions directly to her, and Ganon not being required. There was a shutter door, to Zelda, a single shutter door. So everyone was thinking for sure Ganon was required until it opened, when you cleared the room. So, but yeah.
Yeah, so Captain Green, you're going to go on to face Dark Falls, and JSR. This is unfortunately where your tournament ends. Did you enjoy the random percent flags? You know, some people have had varying experiences with them.
I mean, it's rando. Rando's always fun to me. I mean, this isn't my preferred flag set, I guess, but anytime I can compete and enjoy racing against these people that I've been racing against. I mean, I've been racing against Captain Green for years, and to be able to compete and do this on the stage like SpeedGaming and be able to put on a good show for everybody. At the end of the day, as long as we're having fun, I don't really care what the flags are, which is why I'm not sad to go, but at the same time, yeah, I enjoyed it. I had fun. And of course, I want to wish you best of luck for Captain Green. Go all the way for me, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's commendable, definitely, kind of jumping back into rando. I know you kind of take some pretty big breaks in between playing rando heavily. You did not get an easy draw this tournament by any means.
No.
And you played really well.
I got Sis Crusher, Ice Blue, and Captain Green. So it was a definite challenge. It was a challenge, but it was a fun challenge. And, I mean, that's at the end of the day, you've got to beat them all anyways to win the whole thing. So I 100% had a great time. And, shouts out to everybody behind the scenes that set this up, to everyone who's helped out with commentary, restreams, and, of course, all the racers and the people watching. I mean, that's what we do it for.
Definitely. So... thank you for putting on a good show for everybody. Captain Green, do we know who Captain Green's opponent is going to be in the next round? Dark Falls. Nice. How you feeling about that matchup, Captain?
Looking forward to it. I've never played on one-on-one before, I think. So it will be a fun one for sure.
Yeah, he's a very tough competitor. Gave me everything I wanted my last outing, so he had me real nervous. He had me thinking I was out of that series. So good luck to both of you guys in that one. It's going to be a fun series to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
And so, if there's nothing else, thank you to our racers, JSR and Captain Green. It's a great doubleheader. Really enjoyed calling it.